happening, everyone? Merry Christmas, dickheads! Whoop, whoop, whoop! What is happening? Hello, how are you, everyone? Great to see you. Merry Christmas. It is almost Christmas, but it's not. But it's Monday Night Live, and it's Monday the 22nd of December 2025. And we're here. We're live. How are you, everyone? What's happening? Who's here? We've got Russell Mantle 1 on YouTube. We've got Gael sent you a message on Patreon. Oh, okay. I'll check it out. Sorry, I didn't get through there. Hello, Ermolayev Platon. Ethan Norby, how are you? Merry Christmas. Lena L, BHL, Dev Snot Cloudy. What a great username that is. Hi, everyone. Merry Christmas from Paris. I just got home, literally just arrived. I went to the UK to pick up my mum. I drove all the way to Canterbury in England to pick up my mum. We arrived back at the house at like 7 p.m. We had time for a quick raclette. And now it's time for the live. Cheers, everyone. How are you? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Joyeux Christmas and Merry Noël. That needs to be on a t-shirt somewhere. Carlos Camejo. I like that as a bilingual thing. Chris from Bazac says, quelle chouette news de t'avoir à Besançon. J'ai commencé à reviser avec Duolingo. Oh, you're learning English with Duolingo for my show in Besançon. I don't even know how English people say Besançon. Besançon? Besancon? Oh, shit. Bonsoir and all that joyeux Noël bollocks from Bristol. Archie from Bristol. Hello, mate. From Sable d'Olonne. Very good. Hey, Paul Taylor in a very French accent. Hello, mate. How are you? Quand arrives-tu à Londres? I don't know when I'll be in London. I was maybe going to go at the end of this week with my wife and my daughter. But it turns out it was too expensive and New Year's probably wasn't the best plan for New Year's to spend time in London City. Do you know what I mean? Fucking hell. A long time ago, I had 19 or 20 or bac, which means like high school, which is good. In English. Eh ouais, Mr. Jadi. Long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Well, you got to get improving, my friend. Fucking Chris from Bazac, you sound like your username should be English, but maybe you're just showing off like a French person. Do you know what I mean? Being like, right. Lena, what's my mum's name? My mum's name is May, but her official name is Mary. Mother Mary, you fucking bastards! She will be on the live here in about half an hour when I do the Patreon after party. Today, normally, Patreon is a way that you can support my channel. Buy me virtual beers, and in exchange you get exclusive content today because it's Christmas. Santa Paul is here, and if you want to join me and my mum in 30 minutes for a half an hour after party, then you can join me on Patreon, and the free members today will get to hang out with me and my mum. Every other week, it's just me on my own, and with the Patreon crew, we get serious because there's not very many of them, and so we talk shit. We go deep. We go intimate. I rinse the people that around me I don't like. So yeah, come and join me in a minute. Dr. Ment Ali, you look incredible, Santa Paul. Thanks very much, my friend. You look incredible too from the small, tiny picture that I can see. Yeah, I'm on the non-alcoholic beer tonight because I drank too much in England for the past 3 days. Because I was with my mum, the Baileys was in the fridge. What are you gonna do? The other thing that was in the fridge was Stella Artois. But I fucking drank it. Oh, Jesus. When's my next show? My next show is in Besançon. We were just talking about Besançon, January 23rd. I've got my whole French tour coming up. French tour. It's a tour in France, but it's in English. So it's not really it's the French tour in English. Does that make sense? So I'm doing 13 shows across France, half of which are already sold out. And so I'm excited. I'm excited to... I'm excited for nobody to understand what I'm saying on stage, just like Chris from Bizak in the comments a minute ago. Oh, God. Yeah. You need that beer after dealing with English border controls. Next year will be 10 years post-Brexit, and they make the French look competent. Lol. You know what the interesting thing is? Carlos Camejo, the border issues that I've had in the last couple of days, nothing to do with Brexit, because there was always border controls, because the UK was never in Schengen, right? And they still haven't, at the train border, the Eurotunnel shuttle, when you drive your car onto the train, they haven't installed the entry-exit system yet. So it's just as it was, as it has been forever, where you still have to check your passport, which you always had to do anyway. Or ID card if you're French. Now you just have to bring your passport. But it's the same shit. Brexit hasn't changed any of that. But everyone likes to complain that it has. Brexit was shit for many other reasons. But checking your passport isn't one of them. There's always been one line. There's, like, at airports, it's complicated, because, like, there's the EU line, and then there's the UK, Canada, America line, New Zealand and Australia. Like, through an airport, and I think the Eurostar, there are two, like, you don't go through the EU line, but when you drive your car onto the train, the Eurotunnel, it's always been the same as it is now. I don't know what it's like on a ferry. If you take a boat, I don't know if they split the immigration queues into EU and non-EU. They're supposed to have done as of October, but you know what it's trying to... You know what fucking British and the French are like trying to make anything happen together. Woo! And that's why I have a career. Lauren Lanham, what's the worst alcoholic drink? Cocktail, shot. Okay. The worst alcoholic drink? Okay, let's go in order. Since it's the festive season, let's go, everyone. What? You answer the questions in the comments, and I will answer them now, and I'll shout out some of you guys. So let's start with shot. I think Jägermeister has to be the worst shot that I've ever done. It's disgusting. I think Jägermeister, when you probably taste it and you drink it bit by bit, it's probably okay. But as a... All right, lads, fucking Jaeger shots. That, I can't be dealing with that. Maybe a Jaeger bomb is worse. Actually, the Red Bull takes the edge off. Worst cocktail, Long Island iced tea. I don't like it. I don't like the taste of it. It's too much. There's too much, different types of alcohol. They don't mix well. The worst drink, I'm going to say, is like a really dark beer that's not a Guinness or like a Murphy, not a stout, but you know, like they start doing like coffee stouts and milkshake stouts and all this shit. I don't like them. The rest of the alcoholic drinks, like wine is fine, champagne's good. Champagne, wow, I'm going to become a champagne alcoholic. Just as if like my rule from 26 is like I will drink when it's a champagne occasion. And I will drink champagne. No beers. Do you know what I mean? What do you lot reckon? Jaeger bombs. Yeah, you're talking about Jaeger. Jaeger bomb is cool. It sounds cool. But it's disgusting. Oh, hold on. Benedictine and raw duck egg is fucking average. What on earth? Where? What? I don't even know what Benedictine is. And raw... It sounds disgusting. Suze isn't that good. I've not tasted Suze, I'll be honest. Mulled wine is bollocks. Oh, that's a good point, Ollie. Take perfectly good red wine, heat it up for no fucking reason, and put spices in it. Have a chai tea, have a red wine, but don't mix them and pretend it's Christmassy. Oh, the Grinch is in town. Oh, you're even more angry than I am. I love it. Genepi is the way. I do like Genepi. I once got drunk on Genepi when I did a show in Meribel, and after the show, there's an English guy that runs a bar there, and the bar is called, or it was called 50-50, but 50-50, because he's like in a franglais relationship, and he invited me to the bar, and we got drunk until about, I want to say 4 in the morning on Genepi. He was just fucking pouring the Genepi. So yeah. Oh, look who's in the house. No Man Hosni is in the house. What's happening, brother? Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know No Man Hosni, you need to go check his shit out now. He is a very funny comedian, originally from France, but now lives in the United States, and does some great stuff online. He also opened for me in LA when I did my show in LA this summer, just because he was like, hey, you're in town, fucking can I come? I was like, absolutely, and why don't you fucking come and open the show as well? Do I have a photo of that? I've got it somewhere. Go check him out, ladies and gentlemen. Also, knows his booze and his weed. Los Angeles, Los Angeles County. I don't have the photo of the stage stuff. But here he is at the tiki bar afterwards that we found. We went to a tiki bar after the show with some friends, local friends. That's No Man Hosni over here. That's me. Mr. Jay Swanson, those of you might know, and some friends, some old Apple work colleagues that were in town as well. Good to see you on the live, my friend. I love you and your show, but you talk very loud. I know. What do you want me to do about it? I'll turn the volume down. What? Fuck you! Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's... I don't know why. I don't know. I can confirm that wasabi beer is even worse than it sounds. That sounds disgusting. Best drink, Chartreuse. I do like Chartreuse as well. I also got drunk on Chartreuse when I went to Grenoble. And in Grenoble, I was actually making my own beer, which I have up here. I made a bunch of beers a few years ago. One was called La Franglaise, and one was called Origin. They were my two beers that I made. I actually made a third one as well called Hoppy Hour, and they were all made in just outside of Grenoble in a city called Échirolles. Oh, fuck, that sounds funnier than it should do. Échirolles. I'm thinking of toilet roll and shitting. Chirolles. Anyway, it's next to Grenoble, and obviously Grenoble is where Chartreuse is from, or up the mountains there. And I got hammered on... The people that made the beer for me got me hammered on Chartreuse. Every time I go to a new French place, they get me hammered on the local alcohol. Genepi, it's only grown over 2,000 meters or something like that. It's a mountain beer, mountain alcohol, as is Chartreuse. I think I'm not making that up. Am I making that up? I might be making that up. I definitely drank some sort of alcohol that's near Grenoble. Is that Chartreuse? Is it? Or am I thinking of something else? I feel like it's not. Wait, is Chartreuse from Angers? It might be from Angers. No, that's Cointreau. Cointreau is from Angers, Angers, innit? I don't know. I can't remember. I have to say, Scottish whiskey must be one of the best drinks. Oh, yeah, Cubockin from... Do you know what? Is this Scottish? It is. I've got a little mini bottle of Scottish whiskey that the hotel in Monaco gave me when I did my show in Monaco. So, I haven't... Should I open that now? No, can't do it. It's fucking Christmas! I'll tell you what, I'll open it with my mum on the after party on Patreon. That's what we'll do. Cointreau is from Angers, indeed. Chartreuse verte ou jaune. Oh, I don't know. I don't think I've had the yellow one. I think it's the green one that I've had. But is it from Bordeaux? Not Bordeaux. Fucking Grenoble. Hey, you know what? I had a revelation the other day. Because, you know, in my head of an idiot, if I say something in English, sometimes I'll say it to myself in French as a joke in the French accent. And it was raining yesterday in England. Of course it fucking was! When I went to pick up my mum, and I was holding an umbrella, and I was just walking down the street, and in my own head said, ombrelle. As if that was a word, and I was like, hold on, ombrelle, hold on, ombrelle. Is that a word? And then I went, hold on, ombre. in French means shade. I'm like, hold on. Because there are parts of the world where people use umbrellas as shade because it's too sunny. So now I'm like, ombrelle. Hold on. Because in French, parapluie means to stop the rain, right? Because, well, the Spanish verb parar means to stop. Paraguas is what they say in Spain. Paraguas means to stop the rain or stop water. In French, parapluie. And I was like, oh, so the French call it stop rain, but the English call it a shade maker, an umbrella, umbrella, right? To make shade, as if it's fucking sunny in the UK. I just found it ironic that the French call it a stop rain and the English call it a shade maker. It should be the opposite way round. The English should call it a rain stick or whatever, a stop rain, a rain stopper. Weird. I don't know if the word ombrelle actually exists in French, but it was like this revelation. I have these revelations all the time. One of the ones that I always remember, and I've talked about before, is breakfast. When you have breakfast, right? Breakfast. If you split the words up, it's break fast. You're fasting during the night. You're not having food, so you're fasting, and in the morning you break that fast, which is where the French word déjeuner comes from, because you jeûner at night when you fast, and you déjeuner to break the fast, right? Same in Spanish, desayunar. Ayunar is jeûner, same root from Latin. I was like, oh my God! I have these revelations sometimes. Anyway, les ombrelles protègent du soleil. Oh, okay, so you do have the word ombrelle. So we would say parasol in French, in English. In English, we say parasol. So why don't we say para-rain instead of fucking umbrella? So hold on. What we have is redundant. An umbrella and a parasol are the same thing. Linguistically. Oh, God. Hi, Paul, can you plug my Learning French channel? I don't know. You might be talking shit. So you can go check Alessandro. You're teaching French. Alessandro Bigiani. Hey, what's the name of your French teacher? Is it like Jean-Michel or no, it's Alessandro Bigiani. Venez parler le français avec moi, Alessandro Bigiani. Vous allez apprendre le meilleur français de toute la terre. Oh, I love it, Alessandro. I wouldn't like to be in your head. Haha. Yeah, I know. Oh, God. It's a pseudonym. Oh, okay. Why don't you choose a French pseudonym if you're a French teacher? What's your actual name? And why is your pseudonym Alessandro Bigiani? I can't do it anymore. He's actually a Londoner. Oh, for fuck's sake. All right, mate. Fucking voulez-vous comprendre le français avec moi? Fuck off. You know what you remind me of? You remind me of the shop in Italy. Where's it gone? There's a shop in Italy called Paul Taylor, right? It's like a shop that sells clothes. And I walked in. This mug was gifted to me by a friend of mine who went to the shop Paul Taylor. But I went to go buy like a bow tie, right? And I walked into the shop and I said, ciao, can I have a discount, please? Because my name is Paul Taylor. And they're like, no. I go, oh, okay. I'm like, so who's the owner? Is like the guy who made this company called Paul Taylor. And the woman's like, no. I'm like, well, why the fuck is your shop called Paul Taylor then? And she said they just randomly chose an English name to make it sound cooler for a clothes shop. And apparently they do this a lot in Italy, is just choose a random English name. So it's like you, Alessandro Bigiani, randomly choosing an Italian name when you're actually fucking, all right, mate, fucking, do you know what I mean? From London. Teaching French, I love it. Anyway, good luck to you. Oh, God. I hope you'll be back on Luke's English podcast soon. I will. We just recorded an episode a week ago, 5 days ago. me and Amber and Luke. So we'll be on Luke's English podcast before the end of the year. This is a great question since it's Christmas. When do you eat Christmas dinner? 24th in the evening like the French or 25 like the English? Both. Because in France, they don't, well, they do the 25th, but the main dinner is on the 24th. So my wife is cooking dinner tomorrow night. Wait, no, 24th night. And I'm cooking Christmas lunch on the 25th. And then my mum will decide which one's better. It's like Americans using English words to sound fancy. Yeah. Like when they open up a company called La Boulange and they think it sounds cool. It's like, mate, shut up, yeah? Shut up, yeah? Yeah, fucking Americans trying to be cool. To be fair, we do it as well. What's our most famous sandwich shop in the UK? Pret a Manger. Pret a Manger. Do you know what I mean? Fuck, do you get your fucking sandwiches from Pret, mate? Whee! As my mum would say, Pret a Manger. Oh, God. My French teacher at school was German and spoke French with a strong German accent. Je t'aime. It's never sounded so threatening. Voulez-vous coucher, ja? Je voudrais un croissant, ja? I can't do the German accent. That's my best attempt. I've just realised I've spat on my thing over here. It's because I'm shouting too much. Just chill out, Paul. What are you doing? What are you doing? Can I explain the Russian joke, please? Oh, mate. You're going to have to see my stand-up show that's on YouTube. I explain it quite well, the Russian joke. I won't be Russian to explain that joke. Curious to know which one your mum prefers. She'll probably prefer my wife. My wife, because she's cooking... What is she making? Salmon. Some sort of salmon en croûte. Salmon en croûte. That's the most English word. I bet you that exists in English as well. Du saumon en croûte, quoi. So salmon en croûte with some rice and broccoli. And I'm just making fucking chicken, mate. But this year, I brought back from Marks and Spencer's, I bought some proper duck fat to make my proper roast potatoes in. And I brought some cranberry sauce from Marks and Spencer. I also bought the Christmas crackers from Marks and Spencer. What else did I buy from Marks and Spencer for Christmas dinner? And I just bought some cheddar cheese with the crunchy bits. And something else. I can't remember what it was. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Laetitia. Van Steenkiste. That's totally not the right pronunciation. Or the right accent. So yeah. What else? What else is going on? What else is going on? I think I might actually have this whiskey. It's probably shit though, isn't it? I mean, it says age 12. I know nothing about whiskey. At my British school in Brussels, one of the French teachers is British and has the most horrible British accent, and claims to be French. So my friends and I always just speak French. Oui, bonjour, je suis le français teacher, le professeur de français, basé à Bruxelles. Losers. I love a cracker. The jokes are the best, and they are they're horrific cracker jokes. The French equivalent would be a carambar joke. Carambar. They have really stupid one-liner jokes. I was trying to think of one right now. The snowman. There's something to do with snowman. Snowman. I can't remember what it was. Anglo-Breton. Evening from Brittany, Paul. Ironically, my first job as a language teacher in France was teaching German, which I had studied to master's degree back in the 80s. Why are we teaching languages that are not our own languages? I don't understand it. How was your trip to Canterbury? Pubs. No, I didn't even set foot in one pub. No, it was all right. It was admin, basically. I went to Canterbury. One of the reasons I went to Canterbury to pick up my mum instead of her just getting the Eurostar over was because I needed to bring back some stuff from her flat. That are like old photos and stuff that we want to get digitized. So I had a couple of boxes to bring back. So I was like, I'll drive over, pick you up, and drive back. So didn't really do much aside from, what did we do? Nothing. We drank at home and watched TV. I feel like we did something though. What day is it today? Monday. Monday we left. Is it Monday? Yeah. Of course it is, Paul. It's Monday Night Live. Otherwise, you wouldn't be live on the fucking internet, would you? Sunday. What do we do on Sunday? Sunday. Oh, I needed to buy some stuff. Went to the shops for a bit. Yeah, it was very boring. The trip to Canterbury. Nothing. I mean, it's always pretty boring because I don't do anything in Canterbury. I just go home to see my mum. That's the exciting thing, is seeing Mother Mary, who will join us in a couple of minutes. If you follow me on Patreon. I just bought myself a new Mac laptop today. Had to ask my bank to push up the daily limit. I know, I don't know if these daily limits exist in other countries where just the French banks, it's always been a gripe of mine. It's like, mate, you hold my money and you're making money from my money because you're investing it in other shit. So you're making money from my money, but I have to pay you to keep my money. And then I have a bit of plastic to withdraw my money, but you charge me for the bit of plastic because you charge me for a card to withdraw my own money. And then you're going to limit the amount of my own money I can take out when I want. Go fuck yourself, Dad. What are you? A bank or my parents? Shut up. Put the limit at unlimited. I don't care. Yeah, but fraud. Well, fucking don't lose your card. Age 12 years. Is the whiskey Prince Andrew's brand? Oh, hold on. Oh, what we've got to do there. Ollie, mic drop. I mean, come on. Good work. I enjoyed that. How is Prince Andrew doing? It's not called Prince Andrew anymore, is he? It's called Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. Oh. Who cares? While you're over there, did you go and get your AirPods stolen? No, I didn't. I didn't bring my AirPods with me, so do you know what I mean? That's all right. Chris Benitez, hello, Paul. Just wanted to say happy holidays and Merry Christmas. Thanks very much. You too, and everyone. Listen, before we go, we've got to do the traditional terrible translations, where you send me by email translations that you see that are horrific to translations at paultaylorcomedy.com. And I read them out and we go through them. I've only got 2 today. That's all right. Keep sending them in. Dombrecht, Antoine Dombrecht, from a Chinese restaurant. Let's have a look what he's got. This is his email here. Let me get the translations out of the way. That email address, right? Poulet impérial sauté épicé à base de poulet cacahuète. Imperial chicken. That sounds fine. Bœuf. Oh, he's underlined the one that isn't right. Tofu à la maison. Tofu at home. But the French one doesn't make any sense either. Tofu à la maison. Tofu. I presume what they're trying to say is homemade tofu, or house style. Home style tofu. Tofu à la maison. In French, I would say tofu façon maison. Isn't that a better translation? I don't know what the actual Chinese says above it, sorry. But if you want to have tofu at home, why would you be in the restaurant? And it carries on down here. We've got jaune d'œuf avec potiron. What the fuck is this? Vitellus and potiron. I mean, what are you talking about? I don't know any of those words. Wait. Define Vitellus. the yolk of an egg or ovum. Okay, that's cool. And define patyron. Oh, no, what have I done? Define patyron. Oh, God. All right, that's pretty good. Good work. Have you got any more? Oh, no, hold on. Coucou, mon Paul. Coucou, mon Paul. Juste coucou, Paul. En mangeant dans un resto, j'ai repéré quelques traductions étranges. Les voici. Oh, so you got these actually... All right, so j'aurais pu dire homemade tofu. Exactly. Egg yolk and pumpkin. Exactly. Thanks for it. That's exactly what it is, right? Good work. Potiron, a big squash. Patyron. I know what it is in French, but, you know, in English. Anyway, all right, nice one. That's a great one. We got Maher Ahamane. He goes, hello, Paul. How you doing? Glad you're safe back and sound to France. Not really a terrible translation, but rather a terrible spelling by taking yours truly in the streets of my hometown, Damascus. Al Shalan Dring. What the fuck? What did he say? Taken in the streets. Terrible translation, but rather terrible spelling. Terrible spelling of the word drink. All right, dring. Presumably the numeral 3 in Arabic translates to the Roman alphabet in a specific word. I'm presuming. So yeah, nice work. All right, I don't know. I didn't quite understand that one, but it's good enough. All right, nice. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I'm going to carry on. The after party is happening in a couple of minutes over on Patreon. Normally, you buy me a drink and you get exclusive content. But today, because it's Christmas, you can join for free and get today's extra after party with my mother, Mary. So if you want to meet my mum or you want to say hi to my mum, sure, I'll go to the house and grab her. Come and join me on patreon.com/Paul Taylor. And we'll hang out for another half an hour with my mum. For the rest of you, thanks for being here. Thanks for joining me live. This is super fun every week. I'll be back next week. What's Monday next week? The 29th. I'll be back on Monday the 29th for another episode of Monday Night Live. And in the meantime, if you celebrate Christmas, have a wonderful Christmas. Whether it's on the 24th, on the 25th, on the 26th, have a wonderful next week. Enjoy it. Get into an argument with your family, fall out with them, kick them out of the house, then the next day apologize and have some drinks, be merry, and tell people in the street to fuck off. Okay? That is your mission for the next week. Patreon, I'll see you in a couple of minutes with my mother, Mary. And the rest of you, I'll see you next week, same time, 9 p.m. French time. That's it for now. Bisous, bye!